Hi and welcome back. To start off the new year, I'm going to build some doors. Why doors? Well, first off, they are the next missing feature outside the house. Also, last time I did the windows, and I'd like the doors to match the general design of them. And finally, I have a bit of an involved idea that would let these doors latch like real doors would. There are 3 external single doors on the house: the front door, the porch door, and the basement door. As far as internal doors, there are 6. The first floor bathroom, library, and basement, and the upstairs bedroom, bathroom, and office. In total, I'll need at least 9 doors. Here's a picture of the design I settled on. There are 2 styles on either side, separated by 3 rails, 2 small ones on top and a large one in the middle. To start off with, I'm going to use the same oak material I used on the windows. I'll cut it up into all the boards required to assemble a rough door. Here's what I ended up with. With the design proven out, I'll make 8 more. Every time I work on something new on the house, I tend to really fixate on one particular detail and ensure that I get that right. With these doors, I really wanted them to be able to latch like a real door, and for the hardware too, when turned, release that latch and cause the door to open. So I did some research. One of the most helpful videos I found was this one, where its creator slowly disassembles a 3D model of a door latch and explains how it works. To quickly summarize it, the latch is pushed against the jamb by a spring. Turning the doorknob causes the cam to convert that spinning motion into linear motion, which causes the latch to move out of the way. With this information, I tried to build a few possible door latch ideas that would work at this small of a scale. First, I started with a sort of round design, but quickly ran into problems fitting it into the door cavity while still being able to fit pins for the cam to push against. In the next iteration, I modeled the pins into the latch, which allowed me to get smaller, but I still couldn't really get small enough. So, finally, I settled on a sort of rectangularly shaped design. This allowed the latch to be thin, while also making it easy to model in complicated features like pins. With this concept in mind, I built it to see how it would work. In order to provide power to the mechanism, I needed a spring. So I dissected a bunch of mechanical pencils and used their springs as part of my door mechanism. Fun fact, it turns out you can buy dollhouse-scale doorknobs online for not all that much. Pretty neat. So, this was the moment of truth. At this point, I had put weeks of my time into thinking about this door mechanism. I really was hoping that it would work. And hey, it kinda worked. I only say kinda because what I'm showing right now is pretty staged. In real life, it took me almost half a day of tuning to even get it to work this well, and to be honest, this still is not ideal. In order to install everything, I had to cut a big hole in the front of the door. And even with all this, I only had a success rate of 2 out of 9. Pretty bad. So I admitted defeat. My backup plan all along was just to install the doorknobs as they were meant to be installed, but drilling a hole through the door and tightening them around the door. I did install some magnets to at least give the door a positive lock into the frame, so they wouldn't swing open. There's still some work left to do on these doors. They're missing panels and mullions in the top and bottom, and many of them still aren't as complete as the ones I'm showing on camera. But I'm ready to put these doors on hold and focus on a different part of the house for a while. I'll get back to them eventually. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll have made progress in the next part of the house soon. See you later!